Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. How art thou? How art thou, my impatience? I hope you will come and join and start engaging with me. Why? Well, I just do. I just hope you will start engaging with me. But we'll see who, if anybody, is at my beck and call. Somebody wonders what the beck and call reference comes from. Many years ago, there was a thread on Reddit about some 20-something-year-old woman with a 50-something-year-old sugar daddy. And she said how she had to be at this, sugar daddy's beck and call. And, that's something to keep in mind. All right, I hope people will come filing in momentarily. So I was just on a spicy content website, and I noticed the reflection of my computer monitor is in the background. I don't think any pictures of adult women, came up. However, I can see, based on the reflection, if anything. So if you could see anything on the refrigerator reflection, I apologize. I don't think when I went to the website accidentally, there was any, pictures of, women in doing adult things, but you never know. I kind of, on one hand, want to delete the stream and restart a new one, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Because first off, I didn't see any photos or anything to that nature. So just keep this live stream rolling. And wow, people. There's a lot less people at my beck and call recently. So, in your opinion, was there gang stalking and conspiracies into hurting and torturing me? Or, did my parents, family, friends, acquaintances, and so on conspire behind my back into scaring me about HIV and pharmacologically abusing me, or do you think that's a delusion? Peter says, I can't make anything out. What do you mean? My audio is coming in poorly? What do you mean? Uh-oh. I think I got poor audio here. My audio... Oh, he says he can't make anything out based on the spicy content on the fridge. Yeah, no, I don't think even any adult images even popped up on the screen. I just went to, I think it was OnlyFans, and nothing even popped up. So even if you could get a glance of OnlyFans in the background, I don't think any adult images popped up anyway. So you'll just see some names and text. If there were adult images, I would have deleted this live stream and restarted it, respawned, but. So I think I'm going to do artwork with me, Madre, today. Maybe I won't. It depends if we can get along or not. And I protest. Tell me the truth. But I think we're going to do a green bunny. The idea I have for her today is obviously the cooking. She's going to cook dinner for Otto. And Otto's going to say, this dinner's disgusting. It's worse than prison food. They eat better in third world countries. And, Otto's doctor is going to say something to the effect of, your mother cooks as a favor for you. Appreciate your mother's cooking. If you don't like it, get independent. However, TB said, cooking is a demonstration of love. If the food is bad, then it shows how little love is put into the cooking. Fair enough. So my mother definitely does not cook with love, that's for sure. Somebody says about Groundhog Day, about living the same day over and over again. Bill Murray eventually escapes Groundhog Day. At this rate, I'm not sure you will, Andrew. You're going to live the same day over and over again until the day you die. Somebody says, in the movie Groundhog Day, Bill Murray's character learns and grows. But you're not learning and you're not growing, Andrew. So if you don't take action to make your life happen, well, that's your fault. Come on, be at my beck and call, my impatience. Be at my beck and call. Come joining. Come join. Be at my beck and call. At the very least, Rusty is meant to be at my beck and call. At the very least, Rusty is. All right, if people don't, come joining and start sparking well, let's talk about. All right, I'm stumbling over my tongue. So how about what people are saying? President Donald Trump bombed some nuclear sites in Iran, and some people are saying this is potentially the start to World War III. What do you think? What are your guys' thoughts on that? I saw the Vice President J.D. Vance say, we targeted nuclear sites. If you retaliate, well, there's going to be hell to pay, so to speak. I guess we'll see what happens, but obviously, as everybody knows, war is bad. Erie says, I heard you killed somebody. Who the hell did I kill? I killed nobody. What are you talking about? Who did I kill? No, I think you're mistaken. Erie says, I heard you killed somebody. No, that's erroneous information. To my knowledge, I've never killed anybody. Care to elaborate, Erie? I mean, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the blood splatters in the pool? It's not blood splatters, it's iron or something to that effect. And that's a pretty weird thing to come in here and say. That's a pretty odd thing to come in here and say. I heard you killed someone. Not to my knowledge. Erie says, that's what I was told. I killed no one, Erie. Somebody says, why do you think Erie said that? I have no idea. Because quite frankly, I've never killed anyone. Erie says maybe Erie said that because of the accusations that your parents scared you about HIV and pharmacologically abused you. Maybe it's a lesson and it's trying to teach you, basically that, you could say lots of things. It doesn't make it true, Maybe it's a lesson about delusions. Somebody says, they said it to get a funny reaction from you. Yeah, I mean, I think if I were to kill someone, I would likely go to jail for murder or manslaughter. Because it's against the law to kill somebody. And yeah, and if you accidentally kill somebody, well, you'll still have problems. You know, they could sue you, or at least attempt to. You know. Yes, so that's the story. I've never killed anybody, and I don't know what the hell Erie is even talking about. Somebody says, "You've never killed anybody yet." No, I'm never going to kill anybody. Stop talking crazy. You never know. I mean, accidents could happen, but Erie says, it must have been a rumor. Can you tell me what the rumor you heard was? Because if you do, I mean, elaborate. Tell me the rumor. What is the rumor you heard, Erie? Because I'm assuming it's an erroneous rumor. Can you elaborate? Can you please tell me more? I mean, you can't just say, "I heard you killed someone," and then just stop. I mean, like where did that come from? La 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 All right, my inpatients are being boring right now. So, on that note, should I set up the DSLR and create some content? Or, I don't know. What should I do? What should I do? I don't know. I'm bored. Well, I'm starting a program tomorrow, a mental health program. Kyle asks, why don't you cook your own lunch? Every now and then I'll have peanut butter sandwiches and tuna fish sandwiches, and we'll make myself, or turkey sandwiches. So I will make myself my own lunch, but I don't have an oven in here. So it's kind of hard, you know? Erie says, I think you're blacklisted by YouTube. I certainly don't know why I haven't gone viral yet. I certainly don't know why I'm not a celebrity yet. I certainly don't know why I'm not rich and famous yet. So, you know, I might be blacklisted by YouTube because, quite frankly, I should have been famous 15 years ago. So, somebody says I'm having delusions of grandeur and my artwork and content isn't that good. But, you know, Kyle says, why do you think you should be famous? Because I look at all these pop stars and movie stars, and I think I'm better than them all. Somebody says, all right, you say you're a better actor, then take some acting classes and prove it and get cast in a movie, you know? I mean, don't cry on YouTube. I should be a famous celebrity, a famous performance artist, a famous actor and comedian, you know? And somebody says, you're the opposite of a comedian. Your content is all dark, doom, and gloom, you know? Brian asks, do you go back and watch your old videos? Yeah, I guess like 15 years ago, people were telling me my art sucked, my videos sucked, my writing sucked. People were telling me my comedy sucked. So I've definitely improved. Erie says, didn't you try taking some improv and acting classes and quit because it was too hard? I don't. My brother and I guess father told me And my ex-girlfriends, they all told me I sucked. They told me I was unfunny. I wasn't funny like Jerry Seinfeld. They told me my artwork sucked. They told me my videos sucked. Basically, everybody in my life, my mother, my father, my brother, my ex-girlfriends, my friends, everybody just told me I sucked. They told me basically I'm like Tommy Wiseau and I'm creating the room. Nobody was encouraging me. Basically, they said, nobody believed in me, but nobody could stop me either. Like basically nobody believed I was capable of making myself a rich and famous celebrity. They all thought I was having delusions of grandeur. They all thought I sucked as an artist. They all thought I would never succeed. And I didn't stop. I didn't give up. Somebody says, did they tell you sucked, or did they tell you to focus on other things first? No, they told me I sucked. They told me you suck at art. They told me you suck at comedy. You suck. Your videos suck. Your songs suck. Everything you create sucks. Give up. You're never going to be a famous actor, comedian, musician, anything like that. They said you just suck as an artist, and they said what you're comparable to is Tommy Wiseau from The Room. That's what they told me. They said you're not funnier than Jerry Seinfeld. You're an atrocious artist. Erie says, I guess they were right, because it's 15 years later and you still suck. Brian says, maybe if you get your mental health right, you'll be able to make art. But right now, I don't think you're able to tell what your videos really look like, because they just sound insane. All right, fair enough, Brian. Fair enough. So, Cobras asks, should we take bets on when Mama will be unblocked? Mama, the 28-year-old dominatrix from OnlyFans. I think Mama is blocked indefinitely, Cobras. I think Mama is blocked indefinitely. I don't think Mama will be getting unblocked. I think Mama finally pushed it too far. And now we have to focus on the healing process. There will be no mention of Mama from this point forward. Kyle says, I don't think you can use the internet responsibly right now. Not only, people would have made the argument I couldn't have used the internet responsibly 10 years ago, but here I am still on the internet. So, but they say, ultimately it's not your mother's responsibility to police the internet, though she provides you with the internet. It's your responsibility. If you're an internet and social media addict, well, go to mental health recovery groups and get a life in the real world, And that's what I'll be doing. Tomorrow I go to a mental health program, and hopefully it goes well. I think it starts at 9:30. It might be the Dookie bus. It might be a bunch of drooling mental patients and low-functioning people, but I'm going. Kyle says, what if they tell you to cut down your internet use at the Dookie bus tomorrow? What will you do? Well, I'll listen and cut down my internet use. In fact, just by going there, I'll be cutting down my internet use. Erie says, what if you go to the mental health recovery program tomorrow and they are all low functioning? What will you do? Will you walk out, or will you stay and give it a fighting chance? I'll give it a fighting chance. Somebody says, define low functioning. They say, Andrew, are you high functioning? Well, like drooling mental patients, intellectually compromised people. Somebody says, so you're right where you need to be then. You're going to be where you belong with a bunch of mental patients. You know, I mean, get off your high horse and embrace that you're a low functioning mental patient and you're right where you need to be. Get off your high horse and have fun in the Dookie bus. You know, pick your boogers and wipe it on the seat with pride. That's a joke, obviously. Erie says, "Do you think you could be friends with someone who's low functioning?" Yeah, I think so. You know, I don't know if I want my romantic partner to be low functioning, but I think I could be friends with somebody who's low functioning. Sure. So he says, "What if they tell you you need much higher medication?" Well, it remains to be seen. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, Kyle. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, Kyle. Kyle says, "You should be prepared to be told you need to take more medication." Well, as we all know, I do not want to take more medication, but we'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they determine. In fact, I want to take less medication. Horn Dog says, "I am thy big dog." Ow, 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 ow. The big dog's in the house, that's for sure, Horn Dog. You're the Horn Dog, and I am thy big dog. La 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 la. Should be opera. I should bring an opera singer. Just a couple of dogs, that's for sure, Horn Dog. That's for sure. Erie says, "Are you trying to be funny?" I'm not trying to be. I guess so. Maybe I am. I'm being silly. I don't know if I'm trying to be funny. I mean, somebody says, does the program have a housing component? I'm not really sure, Kyle. I guess I'll find out. I'll find out a lot more tomorrow because that's where I'll be going. So. Horn Dog asks, "Why does your family want you to be religious?" I guess they're religious and they want me to get into heaven. I don't know. Religion isn't my cup of tea, and you know that's not for me. So maybe it will be if I'm on my deathbed and I know I'm faced with my mortality. But as of this moment, it's not my cup of tea. Someone says, "Did they make you go to church when you were younger?" Yes, I went to church when I was younger. I went to religion classes too. All right. Wardog asks, "Is my fantasy to be dominated? Maybe soft dom, you know, somebody who's, you know, like a nurturing mother. I don't know. So he says, "Have you looked into job coaching and disability employment placement?" Most states have such programs. Yeah, that would be a great idea. I mean, get off social media and do something because social media is not my ticket to riches and fame. On the contrary, it's my ticket to flushing my life down the drain. Tomorrow is a major step in that process. Tomorrow is a major step in that process. I'm gonna get some more water. All right. All right. So, anybody have any last questions for me? Or should I hit the old dusty trail? Oh. Somebody says, I think you should call it a quits and take a nap. That's a good idea, Horn Dog. Get nice and rested for my big day tomorrow. It's like your big wrestling debut. I'm going to be making my debut on the A show. I'm going to put on a nice pair of jeans. I'm going to put on a nice shirt, and I'm going to interact with all the low functioning mental patients. It's like the first day of school, you know. I'm going to get nice and dressed up in my best clothes. I'm going to get some nice food. I'm going to eat a nice bowl of oatmeal. And then I'm going to go to interact with all the low functioning people at the Dookie bus. It's a big day for me. It's one of the most things I've done in quite some time. Gary says he thinks he will find a girlfriend, LOL. Do you have an outfit picked out? Well, I think I'm going to wear my nice jeans, that's for sure. Horn Dog says maybe you will find a nice low functioning girlfriend and we'll live happily ever after in the Dookie bus. Somebody says you should look up disability employment placing instead. The Dookie bus, the Dookie bus. I'm riding the Dookie bus. Somebody says, do you believe you're better than the people on the Dookie bus? Not better. I don't want to be there though. I want to be interacting with like a sexy petite woman in her 20s working in Hollywood movies. I don't want to be around drooling mental patients, you know. I want to be in Hollywood movies. I don't want to be around drooling mental patients. Nothing personal. I wish them all the best in life. He says, so you believe you're not ill? I don't know. I guess I mean, that's what everybody tells me. Everybody tells me I'm schizoaffective and severely mentally ill. I guess I am, yeah. Erie says the drooling mental patients probably don't want to be around an ugly old man either. All right, I don't think I'm that ugly, but I mean, looks are open to interpretation. So, somebody says maybe start off as friends and work your way up. Yeah, maybe I can meet a cool, low functioning girlfriend. Kyle asks, how severe do you think your illness is? Well, severe enough to go to mental health recovery groups. I was at the Fountain House. So, severe enough. I mean, severe enough to get a CBT psychiatrist who did psychotherapy for psychosis. Severe enough that I was on a mega regimen of psychiatric medications for 10 years. Severe enough that I was psychiatrically hospitalized about 8 times. So that's pretty severe in my opinion. Horn Dog says, believe in yourself and maybe one day you can get off the meds. I hope so, Horn Dog. I hope so. Because the meds have a lot of adverse side effects. All right, I think I'm gonna lie down as Horn Dog suggested I do. Why not? Why not? I mean, you're asking some interesting questions as I'm observing, but you know, you. Sauce says he's a janitor and he met a lot of nice people, and yeah, I mean, maybe I could be a janitor. Maybe I could mop up vomit, you know? Somebody says, give up on your social media content creation pipe dream. Do you even see your content? You're not on the path to Hollywood superstardom. You're on the path to, I don't know, madness. You're on the path to madness. Somebody says, yeah. This is not the ticket to superstardom. This is the ticket to madness. So he says, what are you going to tell them tomorrow? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them, well, I've been sitting in solitude on social media, pouring my life down the drain, wasting my life, not socializing, not working, dependent on my parents. And I'm looking to change my life and come back with determination and make my life happen. Horn Dog asks, will I introduce myself as the big dog? Oh, 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 oh. What do I want to get out of the program? I mean, at the very least, socialization. But I hope to get a lot more than that out of the program. Maybe, you know, a career, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I hope to get a lot more than just socialization out of the program. Horn Dog says, you're good at comedy. Erie says, I'm not good at comedy. But Erie's a hater. Erie's definitely a hater, so. All right. Do you think I should lie down for a bit, Horn Dog? Do you think I should take a nap? Or do you think I should continue? So he says, don't do at this program what happened at the Fountain House. You know, don't make the same mistake twice. Maybe you can meet a cute, sexy girl, low functioning, schizophrenic girlfriend, and a Horn Dog says, get off this live stream, go take a nap. That's the best course of action here. That's some good water. And I'll be back later, I'm sure. All right, peace out, guys. Talk to you later. I'm going to hit the bricks. I'm going to hit the old dusty trail. Thanks for watching.